We are weavers. We have many threads in our lives, and we spend our time as we mature, as we get to know who we are, which is a lifelong process. We weave the threads of our lives carefully together, and some of the threads snap and don't hold, and some of them are strong and thick. They are the experiences and the learning and the relationships. They are those experiences and events which have influenced the who am I question in us. So if I'm raised in a affluent community in Connecticut, and I go to private schools, and my life is pretty seamless except for my personal relationships, but there isn't a lot of drama, parents stayed married and all of that. If I have that history, I will be looking at my life as a 40-year-old woman or a 50-year-old woman from a very different perspective in terms of the who am I than if I'm a city kid, poor, outsider, didn't eat well, didn't get good medical care. Parents were stable, but we didn't know what was happening next week, where we're going to live or what. If I'm one of those two people, that will show up very differently when you ask me who I am and what I want and what I need and how I want to show up in the world. So we weave the threads, the experiences, the bad ones and the good ones. We weave the discovery threads, aha, at 13 or 17. We weave the emotionally difficult failures into a whole. So when somebody says, "How are you, Bob?" you really don't know how to answer. And so you give them an answer. You say, "I'm fine," but you're not. Or you say, "I'm scared." Of what? You have to find out what you're scared of, because maybe you think you're scared of this, but you're really scared of something else. We say, excuse me, the discovery of that is called inner work. And in order to get to where you want to go, you have to have some idea, some hunger, some desire to be able to bring out what's inside of you and see it. I am. I love. My tail wags when. You have to be able to see it in your self-definition as you're saying, answering that question. Who are you? How are you? What are you? Where are you? To answer those kinds of questions, you have to be able to see the threads and how you've woven them together. So I have a good friend, a man that I respect a great deal. And he works very, very, very hard. He's very talented. And he coaches young baseball players. His name is Tommy Costello. And he gets some of those baseball players to make it to college scholarships. That's their intention in baseball. And some of them even make it to the major leagues. Because Tommy's very talented and very committed and very focused on what he's doing, and so he's a treasure, the young men that get to work with him. And he asked me, he's doing some filming of his work right now, and he asked me if I would speak to a group of young elite athletes, maybe 16, 17 to 21. And of course I said, yes, I would love to speak to those young men. So in the next podcast, we're going to talk about that. Stephen Frew. This has to do with coaching into current realities, coaching into self-definition.